So let us start. Sorry. And I still remember we are running with underfitting and overfitting, right? And bias and variance also, it should be continuation actually. Okay. Uh, it would be the running topic 102. Continuation topic is so called as a bias, variance, and trade-off actually. Trade-off. Okay. It's again little theory and more practical for this topic. Let's move on. And let me just try to walk through. Online team is my voice is clear. In another 2 minutes, I will take a control. Underfitting and overfitting. Where is that? Yeah. And after we done this one is the running topic actually. Okay, cool. Let's take this. Yeah. So let me take these steps. I'm talking about, let me give a small recap. Overfitting, and the next one is what exactly? Underfitting. To understand about overfitting and underfitting, understand about the steps actually. Steps. What do you mean by steps actually? In a machine learning, would have a kind of some steps would you have, Daniel? The steps will be starting from importing libraries and blah blah blah. What is the last one, sir? Prediction. You should aware these are all steps actually. You should have a very clear picture. There is one small point out of all discussion. The last three steps are major steps. What steps? Major. What do you mean by major? Imagine you have implemented project. Last three steps are not there. Then that is not a data science project. That is a data analysis project. That is what? If you wanted to tell that is a data science project, ML should be involved. What should be involved? If no ML, sorry, that is not a data science project actually. Go back to the pandas. That is called as a EDA project. What project, sir? EDA. Fine. During training, get ready. Model may face two problems. First, problem number one. I already covered actually. What is the problem number one? Overfitting. Overfitting. The next one, problem number two. Chapter underfitting. There may be a chance of two problems actually. I hope we already covered yesterday. Daniel, what do you mean by overfitting and underfitting? What do you mean by overfitting and underfitting, sir? So simple, understand this one. Hey, Daniel, when you're talking about the overfitting and underfitting, make a note. Yeah, I'm talking about overfitting. First one, overfitting. Training. During training, good score. During testing, less score, not a good score, something like that. The next one, underfitting. Daniel, how to calculate? Today I will tell you. Daniel, during training itself is what exactly mean? Less score. Imagine go to the 10th class. You didn't listen the sessions properly. Then during training itself is the less score. Then how about exam, sir? Literally, zero actual. Am I right? Yeah. During testing also, what exactly, sir? Testing also will get less score only. But here underfitting is not an actual problem. Why? Because before only it is hands up. I don't know what I need to do. But when it comes to overfitting, this is serious problem actually. This is really serious problem. Now what you need to understand is when you're talking about the ML models, with respect to the training I'm talking, with respect to, with respect to, with respect to, with respect to training, I'm talking. There are three models, man. First one, good model, good fit model, good model or good fit model, anything you can say. The next one will be overfit model. What model, sir? Overfit model actually. Overfitting model or overfit model. What is the third one? Underfit model. What do you mean by good fit model? Any idea? During training, good score. And during testing also, that's it. Yeah. Daniel, what do you mean by, these are all? I hope you already know this. We already covered this. Ensure that this one should be, and this one should be less score and less score. Am I clear, I guess? Fine then. So yesterday also I covered these are all thing. But when you're talking about the good fit model, maybe technically, I'm talking more on technically actually. What do you mean by more on technically? Good on the sir. Kind of some low bias plus, yeah. So low bias plus low variance. What do you mean by overfitting? Low bias plus high variance. I'm talking more on technically. Practically, we'll see today. Then what do you mean by underfitting? One more time. High bias? Yeah. Daniel, how can you say model is good model? Check the bias and variance. I'm repeating again. Daniel, how can you say a model is good model, a model is overfit model, a model is underfit model? Check the bias and variance. Today I will show you practically. Only this is the proof. Once the training is over, it's the right time you need to validate the model. You need to, what do you mean by validate? How the model is working? Either it is really good model or overfit model or underfit model. Do you wanted to know that actually? Then you just need to apply. Seems to be theory, but important theory. We covered these are all. We really spent yesterday. Good time, and we covered these are all. And I'm in between. I still am in between. I know. I hope I covered these are all. Low bias value and high variance value. We know this. How to? These are all solutions. To avoid the overfitting model by using cross validation. So you can apply cross validation, careful cross validation. Train with more data. Train with more data, and removing what exactly? Features and regularization, L1, L2, L1 regularization, L2 regularization, also called as a lasso regression and ridge regression. These are all upcoming topics, sir. These are all upcoming topics actually. Make a note on this. Okay. So lessons, sir. Now move on to the next one. Daniel, underfitting. During training, if model unable to, there is one word important. One word is important. What is that word actually? Generalize well. What do you mean by generalize well? If model is doing prediction with unknown data, please understand. Even let me talk with more on reality actually. See, imagine you trained 110, 220, 330, 440. You already trained, then model knows. If you are giving 1, still model will tell 10 actually. Then what is the new there? 110 we already know. But let us just try to provide 5, then model will do prediction for. That is the new data actually. Exactly what do you mean by, we can go to the 10th class exam. Sometimes we may get a out of syllabus question. What question? Still we have to attempt. That is called as a generalized well actually. మీకు అర్థమైందా సార్? Yeah, right. We can write cinema story. ఏమో రైట్ ఆర్ నాట్ సార్? Anyway, that is out out of syllabus. Okay, back to the session. The underfit model has a high bias and what exactly, sir? Low variance. Underfit model having high bias and what exactly? Low variance. I hope. Yeah, good. Good fit model. That's what then underfitting, sir. That is called underfitting. During training, less score actual. That's what. Here itself, we already came across model is not good actually. Then we need to fine tune the model. Why less score? We need to validate the reason. Then ultimately, yeah, good question. Alright, Daniel, if during training itself less score in the sense, we cannot proceed for the next step actually. Now here itself, we need to identify, okay, I trained my model, less score, what might be the reason? Then the reason can be, data having miss value, a kind of some noisy data actually, having missing value you didn't handle, having outlier you didn't handle, then we need to handle. Feature engineering techniques you didn't apply properly, these are all. If feature engineering went wrong, model can impact actually. The impact immediately you cannot see, during the model impact you can see. Imagine you got a data, you done nice feature engineering, you handle missing value, you handle outlier, then model works very well. Model works. If you are not done these are all things, during model will tell, no, something went wrong, you have to cross verify actually. Okay, yeah. Where are we? Good fit model. If model predicts well on training data set and unknown data set or unseen data set, then that is called as a good fit. Low bias and low variance. I hope I uploaded all materials, right? Let me know. And good example. Let me take a few examples. Assuming that there are 3 students have prepared for mathematics exam. This is just for fun example. There are 3 students. Think like first student. He prepared only addition operation and he skipped all other operations. Best example in math would have a kind of some 4 operations, think like that: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But he likes only addition. He won't like subtraction. These are all things actually. That too, so-and-so textbook kind of think like, the author will be X textbook actually. Second student, he prepared all math operations from this one. He prepared all math actually, but I don't know. Maybe is there any guarantee? Either he can attempt right or wrong actually. Third student, sir, he prepared all math operations from this book. Then what he went, sir? He went to library. There are some students, even you might have seen in your college actually. Once they finish one book actually, they used to go for library and they will check more in library also. Am I right or not, sir? Right? Practice it more on other topics from other math textbooks also. That is a good practice. Machine learning should be like a third student. Machine learning model should be like what exactly, sir? Third student. What do you mean by that? With what you trained, it should understand. What you didn't trained also, it should understand. That's the power of machine learning actually. That is called as unseen data. That is called as a unknown data. Are you with me or not, sir? Good. During exam, first student, he can answer only addition. Second student, he can answer only from X textbook. Either still no guarantee. If he didn't prepare during training, he is telling I prepared everything, but during exam he may fail actually. Right. And third student, he can answer from X, Y, Z actually. So I can conclude that first student underfitting. He didn't prepare all. Second student, think like he is telling he prepared, but during exam, he get a less score actually. Overfitting. Third student, sir, talk with me. Good. He is attempting all. Out of syllabus also he is touching actually. Machine learning should be kind of some, a person who is answering out of syllabus student. That is called as a, this is what you need to be understand, sir. Little theory, but let me tell you from this one, 2 interview questions actually. How many, sir? 2 interview questions. Hope I have covered, right? Now, once after we done this, then the next topic you should understand bias variance trade-off. Which is important. Let's focus on this. Online team, how are you? Online team, can I get one response actually? Make a note on this one, you will get an idea. Yeah. Can you talk with me? What is the topic name? Bias, variance, trade-off. We can just have to check this. Move on, sir. Sir, today, before explaining about this one, let me talk about one small. Are you aware about this Kaggle actually? I already explained previously, but I explained like, kind of some example oriented. What oriented? Example. If you're looking for more example, you can go for Kaggle and you can just try to understand. These are all examples I have covered. But let me tell you why this website came. Today, I will give one small insight. You will get an idea. Why this website came, I will tell you. So think like scenario number 1. Daniel, and I have one startup company. Think like this. I have one AI startup. Then I got one project. I got one project from client actually. Imagine the cost will be, the project cost on an average, the quotation will be $1 million. Think like this. How much cost? I got a project. I need on an average, think like 50 members actually. 50 members. And plus, the duration will be 2 years. What is the duration, sir? 2 years actually. These are all a kind of some, I can say, 100 scenarios. Total 100 scenarios we need to implement actually. Then project we can close. I'm repeating again. Understand the scenario slowly by slowly. Think like I have one startup I don't have, but I have a plan. I like actually. So I don't have. AI startup company. I got one project from client. Cost will be $1 million. Huge money. Now to implement that project, I need a 50 members and a 2 years project. The duration will be 100 scenarios. I'm sorry, this. How many scenarios, man? 100 scenarios. Then we can close the project actually. Then what exactly happened here, sir? First of all, think like I'm a technical person. Daniel, think like, so I'm a technical architect actually. Architect. But let me tell you, with single hand, we cannot implement the project. Even you are having 10 years of experience, 20 years of experience. I like this one in IT. It's a team of work. It's a teamwork. What work actually? Sir, imagine, let me tell you, when you're talking about kind of some project actually, team required. Team is really required actually. Team required. On an average per every team, minimum 6 to 10 members will be decent number actually. 6 to 10 members. Like this, if you're having kind of some 4 to 5 teams actually, this is seriously awesome. The work will goes like anything actually. Here is the story. Can you talk with me total how many scenarios, man? Total how many? 100. Can I tell you one thing? Take any real-time project. There are some phases. There are some what exactly phase? I mean to say phase number 1. In phase number 1, I'm planning for scenario number 1. Scenario 1, 1, 2, 3. These 3 scenarios I'm targeting actually. Then what I can do, I can take these 3 scenarios. I can just try to create a small competition. A small what exactly, sir? Competition. Imagine 100, how many members actually? 50 members. As of now, I don't have any members in my hand actually. But I wanted to start the project any cost. In between, HR team is recruiting the employees actually. Then what I can do, sir? First to 3 scenarios. Starting project is always crucial. How to start, where to start, requirement exactly. Always kind of some crucial step actually. Then what I can do? Create a small competition. In one of the website name is called as a Kaggle actually. Then I can just try to invite everyone. What exactly, sir? Invite. But let me tell you, as I told you, this one is a live project, right? I should not give original data. I have to mask the data. I have to, yes, am I right? Why? Because there is a client project, sir. I should not make it public actually. I should mask the data. Even I should mask the scenario also. Imagine if the requirement is a 1, 2, 3. If the output will be 1, 2, 3, I can mask actually. I'm looking for 4, 5, 6. Later I can reuse that logic actually. Then in a Kaggle, think like there is a person name is called as a Prasad. And he has a team actually on an average 10 members. That duration will be 3 months actually. How many months, sir? 3 months actually. Then he done implementation. He done what exactly, sir? Implementation. Now prize money. It's a right time for prize money actually. Prize money. Prize money. How much prize money you will get, from the Kaggle on an average actually? Guess how much actually? Don't you know? On an average, minimum 65 lakhs, man. Minimum prize money actually. How much actually, sir? 65 lakhs actually per one competition. Can I show you live actually? There was one of our student involved. He's from Bangalore. He got a third prize actually. Go to the Kaggle. Only in data science in AI, this kind of opportunities would you have actually. First of all, did you understand what I explained? Good. Then once he done, if he done with all these 10 members actually 3 months, then that code he can share with me. Now I can set the project actually, then I can move on with the next discussion. Did you understand or not, sir? Kind of some project started automatically. No team of members. Sir, can you tell me what is the project cost actually? 1 million? Yeah, giving 65. This is okay. Okay for me actually. Okay. You can just have to come here. Go to the Kaggle and can you click on this one? What is this? Competitions. Nice. Click on this. Fine. This one will be, yeah, good. Feature competitions. And oh my God, this is before 7 months ago. That is okay. Timeline also you can see. Deadline. When is the deadline, sir? Deadline eppudu dinki? All right. The next one will be, now please look at this one. This is the competition. It was released actually. For this competition, what is the prize money talk? Do you think 75,000 rupees actually? If it is 1,000, you don't need to involve, sir. You do your work actually. $75,000. Can we do calculation? Little calculation. 75,000 into 86 rupees. Currently the dollar price actually. On an average, think like a 64 lakhs actually. How much? Huge money, sir. Nowadays, what exactly happening, imagine a data scientist, a senior data scientist, lead data scientist. He's recruiting some 5 to 6 members. He's taking one competition and he's giving the work to them actually. And he can hit the 1 or 2 competitions. He's getting 1 CR or 2 CR actually on an average. Then he's starting one small startup company. Those companies are more in nowadays actually. Did you understand the pattern? So the point will be, yes, we can do, but subject matters. What matters, sir? Yeah, the total 65,000, right? They will divide into first prize, second prize, third prize actually. One of our student, he got around, I can say, some 4 to 5 lakhs. A little small competition he involved actually. And even I suggested how to do, what to do, these are all. Did you understand or not, sir? We can do. The course what we have chosen, this is not the small one, sir. First of all, I'm telling. This is really very good one actually. Very good one. Okay. Online team, I hope you got it, sir. Only in data science and AI, these kind of competitions would you have. Like this would have another, I can say 5 to 6 competition websites would you have actually. Almost all data science companies, they do have a good projects. Instead of directly starting the project, they will create a small competition in Kaggle and they will get here the beauty will be, what this Prasad will do, sir, this Prasad, he can upload the code in Kaggle. It is the open public code actually. Anyone can see. Anyone can access. That's the beauty actually. Sir. I need a response actually. Now, hey Daniel, I wanted to involve. Yes, you can. But before that, what we need to do, be strong in a subject. Already implemented competitions would you have, right? Already implemented competitions. Minimum 5 to 6 implemented competitions you need to understand. How they have implemented, what they have implemented, what sources they have used actually, Once you are able to understand the already implemented one, then you can do the new one actually. That's what you need to be understand, right? Okay. Online team, are you getting or not, sir? I'm sorry, no response from anybody. That's still okay. But I wanted to check, is my voice is clear? Okay, cool. Fine then. Which one, sir? No, I didn't understand. It is cost effective. Imagine they will give the data set actually. It's not like maybe, I'm sorry, the system what you're working, definitely it will be somewhat little expensive. Team of members are involving. The data what they are giving, we need to keep in secured. We need to save in a cloud actually. We need to run the resources. There is some little cost expense. That is little. If you put your efforts actually, we can. I'm sure we can. Okay. Before ChatGPT, these projects takes little longer time, but after ChatGPT is suggesting you can implement like this, you can implement like this actually. మీకు అర్థమైందా లేదా సార్? What I mean to say that is, do little R&D, go to the YouTube, Kaggle competition how to implement, just try to watch actually. You will get an idea. Slowly by slowly, you will get an idea. Okay. Anyway, let's continue the today topic. Okay, cool. By practice, we can do, sir. By practice only. Previously, one student asked, then why you didn't involve actually? Let me tell you, my main motive will be not to earn money. Like, I'm working employee. I'm working in company. And at the same time, teaching in my free time. I do have a family. One point I forgot to talk with you. If you wanted to implement the competition, on an average minimum, it takes some 3 to 4 months actually. Every day, minimum 6 to 8 hours you need to work out. Every day, minimum how many? 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours. Before starting your work actually, you have to be master in subject. You have to be master in what exactly? Subject actually. Then I'm sure we can do. Simple, sir. Already implemented competitions would you have. Understand those competitions, then the new competition you will understand. Don't attack directly the new one actually. If you attack directly new one, it's too difficult actually. Many teams will be involved here. Many teams will. It's kind of some teamwork. Of 5 to 6 members, they can work together and they can implement actually. But one competition, awesome actually. Good one. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Nowadays, all AI startups like this only, but they never tell. They can recruit 4 members. Monthly, they will give some 30 to 40,000, 4 members, right? And they will take one competition. They will start giving work actually. But the one who is working, they don't know there is a competition. They will tell there is a client project work actually. Are you with me or not, sir? Yeah. Okay, make a note on this one. Now let's continue. The topic name is called as a bias variance trade-off. What is the topic name? Bias variance trade-off. Bias is the error or difference between prediction value and what exactly, sir? Actual value. I hope you already know bias is also so called as a error. Then what do you mean by bias? It is the difference between actual value and what exactly? Prediction value. Right. Whenever you're talking about the error two types, sir. One is a bias error, the next one is a variance error. What is a variance? Variance is the error that occurs due to small change in the training data set. Come on, one more time. Variance is the error that occurs due to small change in what exactly? It's not like in every time, sometime. Imagine, go to my father example. My father ready to start training actually. He collected 100 images, 70-30 ratio. He taken with left hand 70 images, started giving training. In between my brother came. My brother, he told, he had a little angry on me. He given on an average some 20 donkey images. What images? Donkey. Otherwise, some irrelevant images my brother have given to my father. My brother is telling, if you add these images also, so Nirikshan will get a good training actually. Then my father believed. He included that images also. Because what happened here actually? Training data set changed. What changed, sir? Training data set changed actually, right? Variance is the error that occurs due to small changes. It's not like a huge difference actually, small change in the training data set. Remember, sir, this is very, very important. We are repeating again, bias is the error, variance is the error. But indirectly, bias and variance is helping to understand the model. Either your model is good or not, just now I told actually, look at the bias and variance. Look at what exactly. Now what you need to understand is bias and variance is providing information to understand the how model is working. Either it is really good model or overfit model, otherwise underfit model. The goal of supervised learning algorithm, you know this. Let's move on. The goal of supervised learning algorithm, I'm sure you already know, sir. Learning the target function in between input variable and what exactly? Output variable. You already know this. Am I right? The next one will be error. Error means some wrong calculation. Error means, so actual value and actual value and prediction value went wrong. Then that is called as an error. Sir, error can be small and it can be large. Next one more part. Small error can be acceptable. Large error should be minimized. Let me tell you, imagine you created a model. Small error, okay, proceed. That's still okay. We cannot give 100 out of 100 actual. But the error will be 1%, 2%, 5%, 10%, 20%, that is okay actual. If the error is 1,000, 10,000, we should not accept actual. Next, point number 1. If small error, you can accept. If large error, we should not leave the model actually. Here you need to stop and you need to analyze how to minimize the error. You need to think actually. What went wrong with the model? Maybe the data, the problem with the data, or else some hyperparameter tuning technique would you have that we need to be applied. That is upcoming topic actually. These are all you should get an idea actually. Okay. Small error can be acceptable and big error should be minimized actually. Sir, prediction error. Prediction error means we done some prediction, but there are some errors are existing actually. The prediction error for any machine learning algorithm can be divided into bias error and variance error. I'm sorry. Let me repeat again. Sir, prediction error. You done prediction. In that there is some error actually. That prediction error 2 types. First one will be bias error. The next one will be variance error actually. Meeku ardhamaindha this. Okay. Little theory, but practical we are doing. Yesterday Nageswara sir, are you joined today? Did you join actually? Yesterday you asked one question and today we are going to do practically actually. Bias error. Sir, when I say bias error, remember one word actually. That word is called as assumptions. Talk with me. Assumptions. Assumptions are a kind of some small assumptions. The next one will be large assumptions. This word is important. This word is important actually. When I say variance, I will tell you. I will explain slowly by slowly. Changes in training data set. Changes happen. Changes in may change training data set actually. Training data set. It can be small change. It can be large change. Small changes. Otherwise, it can be large changes actually. Come on. I wanted to hear from you. When I say bias, immediately remember assumptions. When I say variance, immediately remember changes actually. A kind of some changes happen. What happened? Let me talk about the bias error. Let me talk about what exactly bias error actually. Read the definition first. Bias error. Bias are a kind of some, when you're talking about the bias is simplifying assumptions made by a model, make the target function easy to what exactly, sir? I understand you didn't understand. I will explain. Slowly by slowly I will explain. Sir, when you're talking about the bias backend, it will do assumption. What do you mean by assumption? The value can be like this. The value can be like this. Am I right? Even we do have our own assumption. The train, it will come at what this time actually. That is nothing but an assumption actually. Indian cricket, whenever you are watching the cricket, score can be like this. These are all assumptions. Bias will do the assumptions and it will give these assumptions to the machine learning algorithm. Why it is giving, to make it target function is easy actually. Sir, there are more assumptions. There are what exactly? Less assumptions. Come on, one more time. More assumptions. Next one, less assumptions. Low bias means more assumptions, sir. What do you mean by low bias? Actually, small error. What do you mean by low bias? Are you getting everyone? Now let me tell you one live example. You will get an idea. You will get an idea. One good example I will give. One good example. Think like in Amirpet. You know Amirpet actually? Huge traffic, sir. Huge traffic actually. Huge traffic. A small accident happened. Think like this. A small accident happened. A small one. Not major accident. The first one will be bike and car actually. Bike and car accident happen. On an average, Daniel, at what time actually? Think like 9 a.m. After 9 a.m., 10 a.m. done actually. Police came after their breakfast actually. They came to the place actually. They came to the place. 10 a.m. Cops came, sir. Cops came actually to the place. To what exactly place? Can I tell you? Two cops came, sir. First person having 10 years of experience. Second person having 6 months experience. Come on, understand this scenario. In Amirpet, think like there is a one small accident happen. Exactly the incident happened at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. actually. This one is the time. Then at 10 a.m. cops came. Immediately they will not come, right? They will finish their breakfast. These are all, they will. I'm sorry for kidding. Next one will be first person having what exactly meant? 10 years of experience. Second person having what exactly? Now let me tell you. I will explain about during police training, what kind of training they will give. I will explain actually. Think like person number one. First person actually. I'm talking about the first person who is having 10 years of experience. The moment once he entered into the location, very focusedly he will observe the environment actually. Very keen understanding. What do you mean by that actually? Okay, first he will, in his brain, these are all assumptions. These are all assumption, right? So the incident happened at 9 a.m. He collected the information. He, according to this one, the car speed can be like this. Car speed, what exactly, sir? Can be like this actually. Can be like this. The next one, bike speed can be like this. Can be what exactly, sir? Like this. And during that time, either huge traffic or lesser traffic actually. Less traffic actually. Like this, on an average, he can bring 20 assumptions, man. How many assumptions actually? Sir, more assumptions. Then he can understand he can study very well actually. Can I get a response from you? Where there are more assumptions, less error actually. What is that, sir? More assumptions, less error. Now I'm sure you can understand. Low bias means small error. Why? Because talk with me. More assumption. The example you connected, I guess, actually. Now second person actually. During police training, those guys, they will try like this only. Look at the incident, what exactly happened, where exactly, what about the damage levels of the car, the damage levels of the bike actually, on what direction they are coming, how much is speed actually, is there any injuries happen? Based on your injuries, they can identify speed actually. Either the vehicle body, how damage levels, either it is a low, medium, very high level actually. Based on that, they can understand the speed actually. These are all right. And they can identify that, what is that? They will just try to look at the cameras also, I hope. Am I right or not, sir? The CC footage they can understand. These are all assumptions. Assumptions. Second person. What is his experience actually? Tell me. 6 months, right? On an average, he done only 2 assumptions, man. How many? 2 assumptions. Sir, Small assumptions, big error actually. Did you understand or not, sir? Right. No, I'm sure, make a note on this one. Whenever you're talking about the bias, two types of assumptions. If bias is done more assumptions, small error actually. If bias is done kind of some how many errors, how many assumptions actually? Fewer, less assumptions. Can you talk with me? High bias. What do you mean by high bias? High error actually. Make a note on this one. Right? Are you with me or not, sir? Hope you understand. The next one will be, these are all little story you need to be understand. These are all examples. Low bias machine learning algorithm. These are all predefined actually. Decision tree, KNN, support vector machine, low bias ML algorithm. High bias ML algorithms will be linear regression, LDA. LDA is similar to the linear regression, linear discriminative analysis, but we are not using. If you wanted to work on that one, check ChatGPT. You will get an idea. But we are not using this LDA. During interviews, anyone will ask about this one, Daniel? No, but I will tell you. Daniel, what do you mean by variance? Simple. Variance means, variance is the error that occurs due to the small change in what exactly, sir? You already told actually. The target function is estimated from the training data set. Exactly. Generally the target function. Machine learning algorithm will try to understand the target function from the training data set. What data set, sir? Training data set actually. And we can expect the algorithm may have some variance. Ideally, it should not change too much from training data set to what exactly, sir? Other data set. Yeah, Daniel, low variance. Sir, when I say low variance, can you read this one actually? Small changes. Chapani. Small change. Training data set, small change actually. High variance is what exactly, sir? Large changes actually. Large changes. Even these are all low variance machine learning algorithm and the high variance machine learning algorithm, linear regression, LDA, logic. Did you notice actually? Vice versa. Hope you understand. This theory you can ignore. I can talk later actually. This theory. And first definition is important. First definition, sir, please make a note on this one. Even yesterday I already told the point will be, can you tell me bias variance trade-off? What is the meaning of, do you know about the trading actually? There is some value. In that value, we have to stop actually. For every machine learning algorithm, what is the trade-off level, you know? Low bias and low variance is the trade-off. Even according to yesterday explanation, high bias, no. High variance, no. Low bias and high variance. High bias and low variance. These are all wrong validations actually. But what do you mean by trade-off? You know, trade-off ante meeku telugulo cheppali ante, imagine there is a kind of some paata paddu antaru kada, ante 100 rupees, 150, yeah, velam paadu antaru kada. At certain point of time it's supposed to stop actually. Then that is a saturated value. What value? Saturated value actually. And here for machine learning, when trade-off in the sense it can stop. When it will stop, you know, sir? Low bias value and low variance value. The goal of any supervised machine learning algorithm is to achieve the sweet spot. This word is nice, interesting. Sweet spot actually. What do you mean by that? Low bias value and low variance value. It means the algorithm should achieve good prediction for what exactly, sir? Performance actually, right? This theory we can talk later, sir. Once all algorithms done, then you will understand this theory. But this one is important. This is important, man. This is important actually. These 2 points important. Understand this. The relationship between bias value and variance value. Imagine bias is increasing. During that time, what happened, you know, sir? Variance will decrease actually. And imagine, you know, variance is increasing. During that time, it is have a kind of exactly relationship each other actually. The next one will be, but let me tell you, in reality, in real time, we cannot calculate real bias value and variance value actually. Daniel, why? Algorithm takes care. But anyway, Daniel, don't say jokes actually. I wanted to see bias value. I wanted to see variance value. Now itself, we are going to implement actually. Conclusion of the story. In real time, we no need to calculate. We no need to calculate what is the bias value, what is the variance value. Why? Because algorithm takes care automatically. In real time, we no need to calculate the real bias value and variance value. Because we do not know the actual underlying target function actually. Okay. Yeah. I hope this diagram I already covered, sir. Maybe whoever attended my yesterday's session, I would like to say this one is a sweet spot actually. Why? Low bias and low variance. Can you tell me what is this one, sir? Low bias and high variance, also called as a overfitting. I would like to say good fit. Overfit actually. What is this? Underfit. This is out of the box actually. Think like these are, yeah, these are all blue dots indicates to prediction. What is that, sir? Almost the red dot. Good prediction actually. A machine learning algorithm, the algorithm which is having the low bias value and low variance value, that algorithm will do good prediction actually. Daniel, error. The error is calculated as the difference between predicted value and actual value, low bias and low variance. This is also called as a bias. Yeah. Low bias and low variance, good fit actually. This is also called as a bias variance trade-off. Enough actually. If low bias and low variance, then error is very less actually. So in this scenario, model is very accurate. Low bias and high variance, sorry, model having lower accuracy, less accuracy. High bias and low variance, still less accuracy only. Sir, high bias and high variance, less accuracy only. Can I get a response? Out of 4 combinations, during interview, damn sure they will ask, explain about the bias and variance. First, you need to draw this diagram. After that, don't talk about bias and variance, explain underfitting and overfitting. Explain. Then you are coming in right direction actually. Then the one who is asking question, you will get an idea. He will get an idea. Oh, you might aware what do you mean by bias variance actually. If anyone is asking, explain about the bias and variance, first explain underfitting and overfitting. Like yesterday, how I explained actually. Then only you will understand this topic. Okay. Can I tell you one small good news? It's a right time to implement actually. Till now, are you clear online team? Online team ఎవరైనా రెస్పాండ్ అవుతారా నాకు? Practically we are implementing. Practically. Then let me implement. You will get an idea. One small update actually. This is a very important update. All machine learning algorithms are coming from, what is the package name? Coming from, yeah, very good. Coming from scikit-learn. Scikit-learn package actually. Good. But in scikit-learn, there is no predefined function. Predefined function to calculate bias and what exactly? Variance. Daniel, why? Answer is simple. Because that is not our work actually. Not our work actually. Not our work in the sense, being a data scientist, you no need to be worried. You no need to check what is the error level, bias value and variance value. But still, if you wanted to check, no function in what exactly, sir? Scikit-learn actually. Then there was one person who is expert in kind of some machine learning. He created a separate library. If you wanted to calculate, you have created a model and you wanted to see what is the bias value and variance value. Then what we need to do, you have to install that library, and by using that library, you can cross verify what is the bias value and what is the, these are all value. What is the person name, this is the library name, ML extend. What is the library name? ML extend. Let me show you first of all author name. You should know author actually. ML extend creator Sebastian. Let me cross verify. Yeah. He's the person name. Look at the images. He is the person, sir. He is the person actually. He is the one. There are good. Yeah. He's the one. He's the one actually. Recently, he have written one good book actually. Excellent, sir. That book name is called as a Large Language Models Manning Publication actually. Manning Publication. Yeah, excellent. Seriously amazing book actually. I have studied total. He's the one, same one, Sebastian, and very good rating actually. He's the one. He created a library. Library name is so called as what exactly, sir? ML Extend actually. He's expert. He done PhD in machine learning actually. There are some authors you should aware. Whenever you are working, you have to make them as a role model actually. Why? Because they do have a. If you follow good person, will get a good habits actually. Are you with me or not, sir? I like especially three authors. Recently, one more author involved actually. Person number one, Jason Brownlee. I like him. He is master in machine learning actually. Person number two, Chris Alban. Person number three, Sebastian actually. He's one of the topper actually, right? These guys will talk with the code. These guys will talk with the code actually. Amazing guys. Okay. If you wanted to understand more LLM, but this is cost effective, around some 2,600. I'm mad in books reading. I used to buy. These are all. No. I cannot keep 5,000. 2,000 it is okay within my budget actually. Yes, sir. Even I should. Fine then. Anyway, let me stop my overaction actually. Let me continue the discussion. This is the library, so we need to install, sir. Let's just have to install. Daniel, why? To calculate bias value and variance value. Do you want to see bias value and variance value? In scikit-learn, there is no predefined function. Don't expect actual. Easy, sir. These are all, yeah, done. Come on, then let's move on. Very nice. Very nice scenario we are going to see. Before proceeding this, can I tell you preparation tips actual? Can I tell you some preparation tips? No, Daniel, we are already master in the sense. I will not tell actual. Can I tell you? Let me share. Sir, first point number one, regular practice helps you. What helps you? Regular practice only helps you. Yeah, helps you. If you are like a weekly practice, bi-weekly practice, monthly practice, what do you mean by weekly practice? Monday to Saturday you are enjoying actually. Only Saturday you are preparation. No, worst preparation actually. If you are working employee, that is okay. I'm sorry. If you are working employee, that is okay. I'm talking like a overall job seeker. You don't have a job and you are especially joined here for preparation. Daily practice is required. The two per day. Minimum 4 hours practice required. How many? 4 hours practice is required. I'm not talking like 18 hours, 20 hours. No. Let's be reality actual. Come to the point. Minimum 4 hours. 4 hours practice if you're able to do. Awesome actually. You will become data scientist. The two. These 4 hours you have to divide like morning 2 hours. Morning how many? 2 hours. Evening 2 hours actually. Evening 2 hours actual. That's you can plan. The two. Hold on. Imagine Monday you have started. On an average, you have started. You are very serious about your preparation. You started from your preparation will be think like morning. Think like 10 to 12. 10 to what exactly, sir? 12. Yeah, 2 hours actually. 2 hours. Evening around on an average kind of some 8 to 10. 8 to what exactly, sir? 10. Think like this. Cinema you have started like this. Team, let me tell you. Stick same hours with all day actually. Monday same timings, Tuesday same timings, on an average Thursday same timings, Friday same timings actually. Don't change the timings. Can I tell you one small point? When it comes to preparation, you have to train your brain to understand the patterns actually. Imagine on an average 10 days continuously you prepared morning 10 to 12, morning 10 to 12, continuously 10 days. Indirectly your brain will understand the preparation pattern actually. 11th day what happened, sir? Automatically your brain will give the signal actually. It's a preparation time, right? Are you with me or not, sir? But if you are jumble the practice, like a one day you done practice at early morning 3 actually. First day you might be serious. Second day you done preparation early morning 6. Third day you done preparation 10 actually. Fourth day you feel, yeah, I got nice subject. Fourth day not required, you skipping actually. Bad practice. Stick and consistency really matter. Consistency is really matter actually. I used to do preparation like this only. Sorry, I'm also a human being. If any new topic came actually, I will stick with. Can I tell you one small thing? In my whole career, per day there is a time actually in between morning time 12 to 1, 12 to my mobile also switch off actually. I have such a personal, such a serious work I do have actually. My mobile also switch off. That kind of practice levels you have to do actually. During preparation, don't keep your mobiles active actually. Can I tell you, when you started serious preparation, suddenly your friend will call, sir. Mama, how are you? These are all things they will say actually. Go on, case. I'm sorry. This is the reality. Right? I'm repeating again. If you really wanted to enter into the data science and IT, 4 hours practice required, sir. 4 hours is minimum. Up to you. If you start with 4 hours actually, get ready. If anyone is doing really 4 hours, you are very near to the job actually. You will get a job, I'm sure, on this. Okay? Make a note on this. Daniel, how you done practice? Sir, in my career, I done practice until get a job. Until get what exactly job? Then I didn't mean, listen carefully. Imagine I do have a on an average 1.5 year gap, sir. I added experience and I got a job actually. But in between this gap, I done really nice practice actually. What are all practice I done once I entered into the company, every day same topic actually, practice is not required. Why? Because you started working, right? You started what exactly, sir? Working actually. While you are working, automatically revision happen. That's the beauty actually. What you are learning here, get ready. Tomorrow you are going to work in the same environment. Then during that time, practice is not required. Sir, are you with me? Make a note on this one. Until you get a practice is required. Practice is, don't make it practice is an optional actually. If you make it optional, then job is optional actually. మీకు అర్థమైంది లేదా సార్? ఐఎమ్ సారీ, దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ రియాలిటీస్. ఓకే, వన్స్ యూ గెట్ ఏ జాబ్, whatever you practiced actually, it will be used in project. It will be used in what exactly? Project actually. That's the point. Then once you started implementing with your hands on, not required, sir. Best example, let me tell you, A to Z letter, first to 3 months you prepared like anything. A to A, B, C, D till Z letter actually. After that, why we didn't prepare, on daily we are using A for apple, B for bat, mean under usage actual. Once what you learn, it started using, preparation is not required, sir. That's the beauty. You should when it comes to practice, there are some levels actually. Stage number 1, stage number 2, stage number 3. These are all. Now anyway, can I stop my over action actually? Can you tell me how many hours required? 4 hours, man. Please. You guys are required actually. Online time. Please be serious about your career, sir. This is your career only. Be serious. I can close my syllabus on an average 10 months. I'm sorry, 10 minutes I explain actually. But my motto will be, you should get a job, man. I'm closing the discussion. One small point. Sir, no job, no respect. Reality. In this society, I'm not pointing anyone. No job, no respect actually. Forget about respect. Surviving itself is too difficult actually. How you will survive, sir? Coin matters. What matter? What matter? Coin, learn how to earn actually. Learn how to earn. That's really important. I learn. These are all my life experience actually. Supriya boss, yeah. But if you wanted to become data scientist, three topics are very, very important. Python, Pandas, ML. Remaining all topics will be kind of some supporting topics actual. Yeah, add on. Once you done with our course, on an average, I can give guarantee. If anyone having 2 to 3 years gap, actually, you can go for experience. I'm sure that is possible. We can do. I will help you. Resume preparation. These are all things also will help you actually. Are you with me or not, sir? Fine then. Fresher also you can try. If you're fresher, you can try. Maybe one day I will make a session like how to prepare a resume. These are all things. It will be helpful for you. Okay. Yeah. Fine then. Let's move on. I done this discussion. Session is not done actually, but practice important, sir. Very very important. Did I install this? Yeah, Daniel, we have installed. Go back and let us just implement this. Chitra, step number 1, importing libraries. Sorry. Let us just to keep all these. We know these are all. With your whole practice, I can ask one question today. You can ensure that it should be first. Format the code actually, it should be second. Then looks pretty good. All right. Can you tell me what is linear regression? Class. What is this one? Function. What is this? That's it. Literally, you don't know what is this one, but you are able to recognize functional class actually. That is a first level. First level. Step number 2. Because of these steps only, machine learning became very easy, sir. Will you accept or not? Trust me. Loading the data set. Let's do that actually. The well-known data set we already know. Student underscore scores.csv. Student underscore scores, right? Maybe that is a second assignment, I guess. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, student underscore scores. One more suggestion. You no need to be master in communication. If anyone is fresher here, Daniel, I don't know how to speak in English. Sir, English is optional. I'm not that much good in communication actually, but I'm expert in technical. Show your skill in technical, not in communication. But if you should know how to communicate at least, how to talk, little also, that is fine. Can I tell you? If it is technical, you yourself supposed to give 90 out of 100. If it is a communication, you yourself supposed to rate yourself out of 100, 35 actual pass mark. What is that? You should you should understand what నేను చెప్పేది మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? Are you able to understand what I'm speaking in English? More than enough. In IT also same thing like this. But there are some client calls, a kind of some UK call, kind of some USA. Immediately, no one will never tell you talk with them actually. They will give it time. On if you're continuously listening their voice and what they're talking, minimum 1 month, 2 months, then you will understand slowly by slowly. Don't fear for that. There are some client calls. They can speak very nicely actually. Their slang is awesome. That you can habituate slowly by slowly. Slowly by slowly. No, let's continue this one. I'm sorry guys who are already working employee, you might aware, but there are many freshers here. That's what I'm talking actually. Please don't misunderstand what Daniel is talking. We already know these are all things. Working employees, I'm not, I hope you already know this. Data preparation we can do. Oh. Data preparation. Next one. Splitting data set. Let's do that. Call a function. Hope you know that. Yeah, Daniel. Next step would be model creation. Next step. Yeah, but here look at my screen. Now, instead of train the model, what we can do, you can just have to call this function. This function takes care about the training actually. I'm repeating again. There is a function name is called as a bias variance decomposition. A kind of some decomposition actually. What we need to pass? Model you need to pass. Training data set you need to pass. Testing data set you need to pass. Metric you need to pass. A kind of some loss function you need to specify. Number of rounds actually. Random underscore seed. These are all optional, but still let us just try to provide these are all. I have a question for you. By looking at this line, what you're feeling? Talk with me. That's it, man. You already very good in Python. That's what by looking at the code you can easy to understand actually. That's the power of Python. This function itself is returning. Okay, first one is MSC value. The next one is a bias. Next one, variance. Very good. Man, my favorite syntax. Keyword argument. If you want, you can increase the rounds also. What do you mean by these rounds? Yesterday I shown one diagram, right? First iteration, second iteration, third iteration. That is actual. Make a note of that. Yeah. Parameters updates. Very nice. Good, very good. MSC value you can identify. Bias value you can identify. Variance value you can identify. Good, let us just try to maintain some social distance. Yeah, man. Check this one. Very good. First of all, error is the 25. Error is how much actually? 25 actually. That is okay. By looking at the bias, what is error value? 22. What is the variance value? 3. By looking at this one, there is one small analogy. High bias, low variance. Underfitting. Make a note on this one. But let me tell you, 22, 3. What is the difference? Acceptable actually. Nearby only. What do you mean by underfitting? So high bias in the sense bias value should be kind of some 500. Variance value should be kind of some 1, 2, 3, something like that actual. But still we can say nearby only. What exactly, sir? Nearby only. Meeku ardhamainda leda, sir? Make a note on this one. There are some threshold values. What do you mean by that? Bias should be according to that company. When you are working in a project, architect will decide actually. Bias value should be like this. Variance value should be like this. You should not cross actually. But by looking at this example, you can easy to understand. Change the rounds, you can understand. Change the rounds actually. A kind of some letter just to provide 300. Still you are getting the same thing. Sir, it takes little longer time. When you are increasing random underscore set, you can change the MSC. You can change this one also. Instead of MSC, you can go for RMSC. Not implemented error. Oh, all right. Okay. What error we can apply? MSC you can apply. The next one will be 0 to 1 loss. You can go for MSC only as of now. But in deep learning, we can directly provide. In deep learning, I can talk more actually. In deep learning, we can provide. Still no difference, then go for increase the data. Same you are getting almost, but increase the data. Increase what exactly, sir? Data actually. Can I get a response from you? Yeah, good. How much I have given? 200, right? Let me tell you here, it is not impacting much, but when you go for deep learning, let me show you one small example. Go to the download, deep learning. There is a one topic, the topic name is called as a batches, approaches. Can you tell me what is the value? When you are increasing automatically, you will get a good accuracy. You will get what exactly? There are some points in deep learning you can understand more. Deep learning in the sense, we are doing deep dive actual. Once you understand the machine learning, the next immediate topic what you have to learn is the deep learning actual. Very simple. But if you are very good in machine learning, then only you can easy to understand actually. Okay. Fine. Hope you understand. Sir, you can just have to come to the example here. You can, in this case, we can see that the model have a high bias and what exactly? Low variance. Then underfitting. But what is error value? Error is the 25. Acceptable. Acceptable. The error is not like 1,000, 500, 600. These are all things. It is acceptable actually. Daniel, I just want less error. You have to fine tune the parameters. Fine tune the parameters, which is called as a hyperparameter tuning technique. What is the topic name? Hyperparameter tuning technique. If you look at the our material, you can just have to come to the Daniel material. Here you can easy to understand. Here you can easy to understand. Sir, one more point. Let me tell you, the material what I'm providing, it is really helpful for you. It helps you for your preparation. Helps you for preparation. Yes, other trainers are also providing material. A small suggestion, if you want, you can look at their material actually. You can easy to compare if you want. They are providing like a notebook actually. What exactly, sir? Notebook. Go to the Jupyter notebook. On an average, 2000 cells and 3000 cells actually. You can, remembering that one will be too difficult actually. Did you understand or not, sir? That to the pattern why I'm giving chapter by chapter, easiness. Imagine, let us take a Python. All chapters I combined one material actually, like one PDF. Too difficult to understand, You can think like, oh my God, 150 pages, too difficult. But like a chapter wise, you can easy to understand. Prepare our material, sir. Prepare our material more than enough actually. So this is what you need to be understand. Take this example. Like this for every algorithm, you can cross verify. I'm sorry. You can go for simple linear regression, multiple linear regression. These are all. Ayo, that's what I told, sir. If want, we can see by installing this external library, as we can't see bias and variance, why do we need to learn them actually? Kind of some information for us actually. Information for us, like a understanding internal process. Internal things actually. That's what you need to be, right? This is not our job actually. We no need to calculate. Daniel, how can we say? If it is really our job actually, scikit-learn itself supposed to provide the library. Scikit-learn itself supposed to provide the predefined function. But there is no predefined function. You have to, if you wanted to work this one, I forget to include here. We have to install the, explicitly we have to install third party library. No. That's what I'm telling. During interview, no one will notice. But if you know, helpful for you. Helpful for you. Pip install ML extend. ML extend. Cross verified document also. Come again. Oh, only X actually. Huh? Nice, nice. Good, good. I will continue tomorrow. We have a class, sir. Tomorrow we have a class actually. That's a good news. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Second Saturday, no class. Maybe next Saturday, second Saturday. The next one, Good Friday, no class. Get ready. If anyone plan, you can plan. Good Friday. I never take session. My mobile also switch off actually. 2 days. Kind information. All right. Let us just upload the material. Get ready. I have prepared one more advanced material. Soon I can upload AI agent spot number 2. I thought I may get a tomorrow also chance, but I hope you. I need to wait for the next session. Tomorrow another trainer is taking, I guess. Have you seen AI agent spot number 1 material? How it is? Looks good. Pattern is awesome actually. Part 2 also I have prepared. I can directly upload in a Google Classroom. It will be helpful. Yeah, yeah. Please, you can start. Let you go. Thank you. Thank you. We can meet again tomorrow.
ఓవర్ఫిట్ అండర్ఫిట్ గుడ్ మోడల్ అని ఎలా చెప్తాం సార్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ మోడల్స్ తీసుకొని కంపేర్ చేస్తాను ఎలా తెలిసింది
Here you can check the score by giving training dataset, by giving testing dataset also.
అదే సార్ టీ ఫర్
No, no, no. మనకి లాసో రిగ్రెషన్, రిడ్జ్ రిగ్రెషన్ లో మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఫస్ట్ విల్ ప్రిపేర్ ద మోడల్ విత్ ట్రైనింగ్ డేటా సెట్ వీ కెన్ చెక్ ద స్కోర్ xtrain xtest score of xtrain xtest I'm sorry xtrain ytrain ytrain xtest ytest actually. Then during training if score is good, during testing if score is less actually, then model is called as overfit model.
తీసుకో సార్ ఇండెక్స్ పొజిషన్స్ కూడా
No, no, no. అంటే మీరు మోడల్ డాట్ స్కోర్ అంటారు కదా, మోడల్ డాట్ స్కోర్ అంటారు కదా, ఆ స్కోర్ ట్రైన్తో చెక్ చేయాలి, టెస్ట్తో చెక్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, దట్ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్. మనం ప్రాక్టికల్గా చేస్తున్నాం అది. యా. విచ్ వన్? ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎస్టర్డే యూ టోల్. వర్కింగ్ దెన్ కంగ్రాట్స్ బాస్. Then you became expert in command prompt how to run, I guess. No, not like that. Okay. No, command prompt executing is really best practice, boss. That is really awesome, actually. Do continue the same. Okay. So that 2 issues got fixed, I guess. Project issues. Keep continuing. Okay. Good learning. Good learning. You can learn and you can include in your resume also. That is still fine. We can include. Why? Because maybe as you told, the model running itself take all on an average 30 minutes. You told, I guess, actually. All right. Good project that is. Am I right? 30 minutes you told. The model is keep on running in the backend. Good model. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, ma'am. I know. In Kaggle, there are good projects actually. These are all live code. Live code actually. Okay. Yeah. Sir, come on. Sir, sorry for saying. What that is it? But I have one data. 3% to identify. There, I kept a good. What the files are included? In the files name, JPNC help IAT in file.